Hi, guys. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be calling more absentee sellers. I've got a list in the area of about 1,100, and we're not going to call them all today, obviously. I don't have a dialer. But I did notice something that, I wasn't getting that many pickups prior. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to be basically putting the phone numbers in Google Voice. I'm going to basically be using, I'm not even sure why I'm playing with my phone because that's not the phone that I'm going to be using. So what I'll be doing is basically copy pasting contacts to posting contacts to the Google Voice and then dialing from that. So hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Because a lot of it, when you call sellers, especially if you're doing virtual wholesaling, which is perfectly legal, perfectly legal, you need to basically be calling using the area code of the place that you're calling. Plus, you get a property and contract and whatnot. You have to go by the laws of the state that you're in, that you're wholesaling in. So, like, basically, when I'm wholesaling in, say, Nebraska, I'm not legally allowed to I'm not allowed to do broker activities. Right? I can't act as a broker. I also cannot, like, mass market, right? I can't say, oh, I have this property on such and such and then post it on Facebook, because then that makes it look like I'm engaging in activities of a realtor or of a broker. Now, in Nebraska, I still can find buyers. Like if I want to get a house under contract in Nebraska, say I get it under contract, I let them know I'm a wholesaler. What? No. Anyway, sorry, Gracie's arguing with me. So when I get it under contract in Nebraska, for example, I have to basically call buyers individually and say, hey, I have a contract for this property and I'm wondering if you'd be interested. I don't say I have a house because I don't actually own the house. I'm only controlling the I don't know what you'd even call it, like the money aspect of the property, right? I have a contract for a property and I'm selling the contract. It's not selling the property. So in other states you have issues where you have to like disclose your wholesaler. There's issues where basically you have to end up double closing. So you're basically just, you're being handed the property, contract to the property, and then you immediately, through the title company, hand it over to the buyer. So you're basically doing that. So let's go ahead and, so I'm going to basically be calling this zip code. I'm calling one zip code in a city. So let's go ahead, and I am a little bit nervous. I usually don't call this early, and I'm kind of like, but it's 11 o'clock, and a lot of wholesalers are calling people starting at 9 o'clock, which is perfectly acceptable. So I'm going to, how do I copy this? Copy, paste, and call. Why does it say? Supposed to say landlord. Yeah, is this Antonio? No. Um, are you the owner? Do you happen to be the owner of 1014 Thurman Street? Okay, I must have the wrong number then. I'm sorry about that. Goodbye. Okay. Why is the audio so fucking low? Just a second. I don't know why it's so low. What is going on here? Why is that so low? Because I'm having a hard time hearing, and I'm not even sure if you guys can hear them. So I'm going to go ahead and set my hearing aid higher. Okay, I'm going to switch to speech to noise. I'm going to set it way up there. So basically, with this hearing aid app that I have, I can basically set it to whatever volume. I'm not sure why. Were you guys even able to hear that call? Okay. Yeah, it's not coming through audio very well. I'm not sure if that was because I'm looking on the mixer and huh. Okay. Okay, we'll try it now. And so basically what the basically what the plan is. So you cold call till you find somebody who wants to sell their house and you try to get them you're not selling like you're not trying to lowball them. You want them to make some money, but also you need to make a profit. So if somebody is selling $100,000 house, for example, and they want, full price for it. Let's use a little more realistic price. Let's say a $200,000 house. They want full price for it, but let's say they owe $50K on their mortgage, and let's say you run, repair costs through your AI, and let's say the repair costs are $50K. That's 100,000 right there that you know you've got to account for. So you say to the seller, well, you want 200,000, but it's going to cost me 50,000 just to get the thing up and running, and I don't like to lose money. So what would you say for, you know, instead of 200,000, 125? And I just anyway, of course, I've got anyway. So telemarketers messaging me, which is amusing because technically I'm being okay. Let's get out of settings and and I am hoping that you can hear this, but okay, let's try this next one. Let's try this next one. This is why I really need to invest in a toilet. Hey, this is Nick. I was wondering if you happen to be the owner of 1014 Thurman Street. I was wondering if you are, if you'd be willing to take an offer on the property. Call me back and let me know. Thanks. Okay, could you guys hear that one? I hope so. Let's see. We're gonna just go ahead and go to the next property over here. I'll close some of these tabs. I'm just gonna bookmark that one and close it. I got way too many tabs open. Okay, view number. Copy. Okay. Next one. This might actually be a probate because they've got might actually be a probate. No, not a good number then. Okay. Let's try this one. It's not even ringing. Hey Lee, this is Nick. So I was wondering if you might be open to an offer on the property that you own over there on 5622 Pineview Drive. If you are, let me know and have a great weekend. Bye. That's all I can really do with some of that. And I'm like sitting way too close to the camera, probably. It is not the best lighting in here. I do apologize for that. So, let's see. Okay. Okay, that one. It's got quite a few and some people might be like, well, what do you do if the number says it's a do not call list? Well, first of all, uh, You're not a telemarketer trying to sell something. You're Hey, Christy, this is Nick. I was wondering if you might be open to an offer on that property that you own over there on 1683 Northeast Ashley School Circle. If so, give me a call back and have a good weekend. Bye. It's kind of frustrating that all you can do is like call messages. Because the thing of it is like a lot of these wholesalers, like there's two different types of gurus here on. Well, there's different types, but what I'm referencing is there's going to be the gurus who they're like, I only have to call 100 people, and on the 30th dial, I get somebody who's saying, "Great, yes, I want you to buy my house, and I'll give you, I'll cut the price by half, and I'll, whatever, right?" And in reality, you might have to call the same seller three, four, five, 10 times over the course of months before they're like, "Yeah, I'm ready to sell my house." Or when they're ready to sell, you say like, "Hey, my name is Nick. I'm an investor. I buy properties. You're not ready to sell it this month or this year, maybe. Just put me in your contacts, and then when you decide to sell, call me, and I'll buy your house for a good price." That's what you do. Okay. I should be using a CRM right now to be like, okay, here's who I contacted, and here's what they said, and here's, yeah. Because right now I'm just trying to burn through numbers as many as I can right now. Oh, Lord. Wow. Anyway. Let's see. And the thing of it is I actually do really do hate talking. Okay, a disconnected number. Uh, that is an old name, so I'm wondering. She also has an email, so I mean I could do that. The thing with it is like I'm just trying to get a hold of people so I can have conversations. This is a pretty old name though. She might. The thing with it is like if I end up talking to a seller that's like. Uh, I gotta mute you guys for that one because. Well, send postcards and stop bothering people. The problem is, it costs quite. I mean, you can. It just costs money to do that. I don't have the money to do that. Um, if I could, I would. There's a lot of money to be made in regards to sending people postcards. You know what? I'm actually gonna turn my phone off because I am getting like inundated with nonsense, and I really don't want to bother with the nonsense. So I'm gonna mute me real quick. Hey, Cecil, this is Nick, and I'm calling because I was wondering if you would uh, accept an offer on that property of yours over there on 1617 North Patterson Ave. If it's something you might be thinking about doing, selling the property, give me a call. Thank you, and have a great weekend. Bye bye. There we go. Okay, on to. And I'm actually also trying to see how many people I can get through in like an hour so of calling. And as far as hiring a virtual assistant to do this, again, I don't have the money. I wish I did. Because then I could just have somebody, do this 8 hours and they'd be like, okay, here's the people who actually want to consider an offer on it. But like, yay. Okay, not available. Oh, that's a tip. Why does it say? This is frustrating because it says owner match, but then it also says tenant. So I'm not sure what's going on. So, get me a deal. Hey, Margaret, this is Nick. I was wondering if you would be willing to accept an offer on that property that you own over there on 2709 Patrick Ave. I've been looking for some properties in the neighborhood, and yours looks like it might be a good fit if you're thinking about selling. Call me back and have a good weekend. Bye. Okay. I need to sharpen up my message. That's the thing. It's like I get these like you ever have you get and you just forget what to like friggin' say. It's just like it's like oh crap, now I'm on the spot and the brain goes blank. It's like so embarrassing. Well, and I know this is yeah this person is obviously elderly. That's a very old name. Let's see. Put it in there. Okay. The thing with it also is that also it actually might be a probate. Um, with the landlords being this elderly. Because I think it takes like if somebody passes away and nobody contacts the phone company, I'm thinking it takes like a couple months. But we're gonna call this one. we're gonna call Simon.
Your call has
Hey, Thurmond, this is Nick. Hope you're doing well. I wanted to know if you were thinking about selling your property over there on 431 West 24th and a half, one half street. If you're thinking about maybe taking offers on it, call me back. Let me know because it looks like something I'd like to go ahead and purchase. Take care. Bye. The first part was pretty good. The second kind of sucked. The half of that voice message, I, I've really got to start like rehearsing. Like, I got to have like the sales pitch down and not make it sound salesy. Because if it sounds salesy, they're not going to call back. But the first half of that was pretty good actually, so I'm not too worried about it. And also, what I'm doing is I'm calling people for basically cash. Um, basically tired landlords who want to sell their house. Okay, this is a weird one. Okay, we'll go ahead and copy that one. And the nice thing about doing this on Google Voice is I'm going to be able to go down the list of it on the side and see exactly how many people I've managed to call within a certain period of time. Because right now I'm managing about one every 2 minutes, which is pretty good, pretty good. But I'm not getting any actual people answering. I'm just getting voicemails. So this person is not picking up. I'm going to go ahead and call a different number. I don't know what this person is doing. This one probably actually is there because the last three that they have underneath the other one are do not call. So I can just picture somebody watching this and going, "You're not supposed to call. Do not call." Hello, hello, Laura. Hello. I I don't. Nobody. Yeah, I hate it when people do that. It's like answer your freaking like answer the phone, see something. Don't answer and then act like an idiot. But it's like okay, well, let's do this one. I'll call all three, and then at the third one, I'll finally hear, "Stop calling me." Like, okay. Who pissed in your Cheerios this morning? Odd.
you've reached those out.
Person. Oh, I'm gonna try the first number again. I don't know what's wrong with these people. See, and that's the thing of it is like you could literally take like 300 just as long as it's a good list. Just if you get a voicemail, just call it like every day until they answer. Finally, it's ringing. Hey, Laura. So I was wondering if you'd be willing to accept an offer on your property over there on 929 Gillette Street. You there? Hello? No? Okay. Well, I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you answer your phone some other time. Take care. Bye. Whoever it is, they're answering it, but it's like they're doing the thing where they answer it and they're just silent, but you can hear them breathing. It's like, what the fuck is going on with this person? Like, they might be a crazy person. In that case, I do not want to deal with them. I do not want to bother with their property. I don't want to talk to crazy people. I don't want to talk to crazy sellers. I don't want to talk to people who think that they're, $100,000 shithole is worth 300K. I don't want to talk to those people because they're a pain in the ass. Let's see. Okay, we'll try with Isaiah. See if Isaiah. It is definitely a numbers game. It is definitely a numbers game. Definitely a number game. Uh, yeah, that's very true. But usually, what a scammer does when they do that is they say, "I need you to say yes," or "I need you to say," you know, something like that. And yeah, that's how they do it because they need you to say a certain thing because what they're trying to do is they need a certain whatever. But then again, with AI is getting so good that I can replicate a person's voice that it's like you almost don't even need to talk to the person directly. So we're gonna call Isaiah. Yeah, I'm averaging about. What the heck? Did it hang up or something? What's going on? Okay. Huh. That's weird. Okay, we'll try this one. Okay. I'm not connecting to Google Voice. What is this doing? Okay. And another thing that can so the email, for example, on this, right? The name's Isaiah David, Isaiah something, but it's like the emails are there's an Ashley for one email, and then there's a Vicky for a second. So I don't know, like it's very confusing, and this is what some landlords do, right? They'll use a fake name. You can't freaking get a hold of them. Maybe it is some guy. Okay, we got another crazy person. We're gonna go after a different one. Why This is not. Just a second. I think I gotta like re-log in or something. Why is it going back to say that? That's not what I'm. Ah! Something messed it up. Okay, market value. Go back to market value by descending. Okay. Let's go back to ascending. I'm trying to figure out what this dang software was doing because it rebooted or something. Okay, call that one. I called that one. I'm just going by names. I'm trying to friggin'. It didn't even bring that one up. So, okay. Okay. So, I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to get it to. I think what happened is it logged me out or something, and then I had to look back in. So it's okay. Let's try Jose. Let's see if Jose picks up. Because like the thing of it is if I had a dialer, I could just download all of the hardware, and then it would just automatically. Okay, I have no idea. Uh, Okay, I'm gonna have to call that previous one and just have to mute you guys. That's not the right one. What the? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do that one again. Okay, I'm just gonna have to mute that. I'm gonna want to block the numbers. They need to get a hold of me. Hey, Jose, this is Nick. Hope you're doing well. So I was wondering if you were maybe thinking about selling that property over there on 233 West 23rd. I think I'd like to make an offer on that if you're looking to sell. So call me back. Have a good weekend. Okay, that went well. Okay. I'm confused as to what you're saying. Do you block your number when you're making these calls? I'd be worried about blow. Why? Like, huh? I mm, I'm confused. I'm sorry. I say, hey, if I looked at a message, hey, if you're looking to sell, call me back. Call me, right? How can you do that if the number's blocked? Like, I'm genuinely confused about that one. I'm like, what? Huh? Huh? Wow. Anyway, so we go to the next one. Oh. Next month I might get a dialer, but I gotta be consistent with the dialing before the little lady allows that purchase. Got other bills to pay. Mm, okay, so we already called him. Let's try somebody else. Okay, that's an interesting name. Yeah. They'll say, "Can you hear me?" And they want you to say, and instead of saying, yes, you go, yeah, I can hear you, right? You don't even say the word yes. They get really pissed off. They'll start asking the same question 5, 6 times. Mm. Uh, okay, we're gonna go ahead and this might be a tenant, but I'm not sure. Okay, so mm, hold on one Okay. Okay. There we go. Um, we're gonna try this one. Uh, Hey, this is Nick. I hope you're doing well. I was wondering if you happen to own that property over there on 402 East 20th Street. I'm buying some properties in the area, and I think that one might be a good fit. So go ahead and call me back. Thanks. I don't know what blows there would be because I mean it's like uh, as a wholesaler, you're looking for people who need to sell, and you're hoping to help them out because there's a lot of people who they're just not able to sell. Because there's a lot of times where somebody will try to go through. I mean, you look at like expired listings. You know, a lot of times it's just and also a lot of realtors are lazy. They don't want to do the work. Okay. Okay. Whoops! I accidentally hung up on the guy. I don't know what he was doing, singing or something. I'm not even gonna bother. Um, I'll call his wife. Maybe she's normal. Hey, Elaine, this is Nick. Hope you and Lewis are doing well. So I was calling about that property over there on 4240 Tice Avenue, and I was wondering if you were maybe looking to take an offer on it. If you're looking to maybe sell, I'm buying some properties in the area, and I think that particular property might be a good fit. So if you're thinking about maybe selling it, give me a call, and have a good weekend. Bye. Okay. And on to the next. Oh. Hmm. And the thing of it is like the list that I'm calling is absentee owners, and most of these people are out of state. So it's like I could be calling New York, I could be calling California, I could be calling Texas, I could be calling Maine. I could be calling, Utah. I don't know. So it's like, um, okay, this one, copy, paste. And another thing is if you have a dialer, like you can set up a dialer so if it gets a voicemail, it'll just give a voicemail. Um, and you don't have to actually pick it up. Because the dialer will just be like, okay, dial 10 numbers until somebody picks up. There's ways to do it, and it's just a matter of having the cash to actually do that. How long have we been going at? About an hour. Okay, that is fine. We'll try this one. Uh, and if we can't get this one, we'll call his wife. Hey, Robert. This I'm asking if you want to sell your house. I'm not selling you anything. I'm actually asking if I can buy something, and that's perfectly legal to do because I'm not selling you anything. I'm wanting to give you money. You want to sell your house. Want to sell your house? I'm sorry that you've had such a bad experience. I'm sorry that you've had bad experiences in the past, but you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell it. Oh my god, that was funny. Wow. Wow. Talk about a big ass baby. Jeez. Uh, so I have my attorney in touch with you. Okay. One. The attorney would be asking, well, is it the same number that called you previously? He'd say no. Okay. And what was this person doing? He wanted to buy my house. Okay. That's a wholesaler call. That's not somebody wanting money. I'm not offering a service. I'm literally saying, hey, would you like to sell your house to me because I'd like to buy it? Some of these people are fucking nuts. You could tell he was in his 60s, though. You could tell he's a boomer. You could tell he's a boomer. Sitting there being all snotty to me. It's like, dude, I'm fine. I won't call you. Dude, it's like, dude, come on. Don't be a snotty baby. I'm sure somebody will clip that. That was funny. That was funny. Hey, Ross. Hey, Roslyn. How you doing? This is Nick. So I was wondering if you were thinking about maybe selling that property over there on 2700 New Walkertown Road. I'm buying a couple of properties there in town, and I think yours might be a good fit. So if you're thinking about selling, go ahead and call me back, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye. literally all I can do. I do need to figure out how to. Uh, I would like to take that one out of circulation, but I'm not sure how to do this. So how to do that on Google Voice, but it's like whatever, dude, whatever. I mean, I'm going through 1,100 calls. I mean, it's going to take me a while. So I mean, if I call him in a week or something, maybe he will have managed to have that boil on his behind lanced professionally by a proctologist or something. Anyway, how does this no contacts found? What the fuck? Come on. Owner. Guillermo. Okay, Guillermo. Uh, contacts. How does it have no contacts? What's going on here? 0 contacts. Okay, well, on to the next property then. On to the next property. No, we're going to be calling Caroline. The service you're attempting to use. Wait, what? Was that? Just a second. Okay. Call failed. Okay. I'd like to buy your house. She hung up on me. Anyway. Frig. Okay, well, on to the next one. Yeah, this is David. Awesome. This is Nick, and I was wondering, are you the owner of the property over there on 4632 Old Bow Mountain Road? Awesome. So I'm basically buying a few properties in the area, and I was wondering if you were basically thinking about selling that one. Well, I don't know. I mean, how much were you thinking of getting for it? Yes, I did. Okay. I am so sorry. Um, okay. Well, I mean, I don't want to lowball you, but at the same time, it's got to make my offer have to make sense for me because I have to like spend money on any repairs and stuff like that. You understand, right? Okay. Well, let's see. Do you owe any money? You owe any? Oh, you have any loans on the property? Okay. Okay. Uh huh. Yeah. Would you be willing to like I'll just spitball. How about 60K? Okay. Okay. You take care. Bye. Mm, this is another issue because a lot of times you get people calling these people like constantly. And see the thing with it is like this property is just a second, I go back to that one. Because what I'm using uh, I don't even think that would have been a good sub two deal, honestly. This is jumping around a bit for some reason. Okay. So I'm gonna look at once it loads because I'm looking at the comps and the details. So the distress level is moderate. Um, it hasn't seen capital improvements. Here's what's messed up though. Other properties around the area. There's one of similar size, but just a second. I'm gonna do some. Uh, I really should have looked at the comps because this is not making any sense because other properties in the area are going for 200, like literally one right next to it, going for 200K. There's one on the other side of the street that's 218. There's ones across another street. One's going for 16K. Another's going for 180. I think that 16K is a plot of land. I think that's what that is. Why is that one only getting 94? What the frick? Just a second. I'm gonna go to Zillow because this is like I am not sure what is happening. Okay, so though. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at it and see what's going on with it, because this. Ooh, it's trashed. It is trashed. So he's just basically leaving it to rot. And the reason he's saying like 94 is because that's basically what Zillow has it for. But it's literally trashed. It's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna actually Google Map. Maybe I can get a better idea of what's going on. Oh, jeez. What the fuck? That is bizarre. So he's literally got um the front part, like the front fourth of it is brick entryway. It looks like absolute crap. But then behind, it's built on a hill, and behind behind it, it's like vinyl siding or whatever. I'm just like, what the? When was this taken? I don't know what, like. The problem, a lot of the problem is the photo. Like there's no photos, so this is the problem. So I would assume it's got tenants. Built in 1937. Well, no, because that, yeah, the first part of it. Estimated rent is 122, or it's like $1,122. What's the PITI on this though? Why am I not finding people? Where's the PITI? Oh my goodness! I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this out, and it's not being cooperative. Now this is not. Okay, just a second. That's tax. Taxes, $693. think that's. Yeah, they are, but the front of it is brick. And I'm not gonna show it because I don't want you guys knowing the address because I don't want people. I'm certain I've got a few people who'd be calling the guy up and fucking with him, and no, I'm not. There's probably a tenant in it. A very weird property. I mean, it's like. It was a very weird property. I think I'm just gonna have to like move on to something else. So let's go back to software. Mortgage amount 25. He was saying that it has. He was saying that it's all paid up. But it says it has an open loan of 25K. So I don't know. It's very weird. And the thing of it is just like I'm not sure how to. I'm just gonna have to move on from that. Because if I'm having to struggle to understand what the hell is going on with the property, then it's just not worth it. Okay, next one. Okay. Okay. Oh man. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Loans. 33K. I am gonna. I'm gonna go to Google or $1,065. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to eat something fairly soon. I'm starting to get a little hungry. Hey Jim, this is Nick. I was wondering about your property over there on E35 Effort Street. I was wondering if you were maybe looking to sell it. If so, I'm thinking about making an offer on it. If you want to sell it, so go ahead and call me back if you are, and you have a great weekend. Bye. I really do need to learn how to handle certain objections because I'm getting like I get way too many of those people who um they want you to make an offer, but they don't want to have the conversation about their property. Right? They're not. There's no curiosity. There's no. It, I don't. It's like they're not serious about it. They're just kind of like. They're not serious. They're not serious people. They think they're serious people, but they're not serious people. And then again, I also forgot how to talk to them better. Hey, Alex, this is Nick, and I was wondering if your property over there on 1602 Northeast Ashley, I was wondering if you were looking to maybe sell it. If you are, give me a call back and have a great weekend. Bye. Man. So this one property they have listed as it's actually commercial. Somebody running a business out of their house. Okay, let's see if Mario wants to sell the property. The nice thing about this, though, is I can actually, once I get this uploaded to YouTube, I can just use the link to ChatGPT and get an idea of what I need to do.
Sure.
Hey, Mario. This is Nick. I was wondering if you were looking to sell your property. If so, let me know. Thanks. Bye. shit. I totally spaced out and let the number be. Oh well, I gotta worry about it. Hmm. A lot of it isn't. I probably need to eat something and then, something more substantial than a energy bar. Hey, Bria. This is Nick. I was wondering if you were looking to maybe sell the property over there on 2847 North Glen Ave. If so, go ahead and give me a call back and have a great weekend. Bye. Turn my phone back on, see what's going on. Hey, Ed. This is Nick. I was wondering if you might be thinking about selling that property over there on 315 East 28th Street. If so, I'd like to make an offer on it. So let me know. Thanks and have a good weekend. Bye. Okay. I'm burning through these pretty quick. Doing about one a minute, but or one every 2 minutes, but it's still not. Just a second. Okay. I probably need to eat pretty soon. Nick, I have a question about the property on 1511 Attucks Street. Gotcha. Uh, hey, yeah, Paul. Sorry that I didn't catch you at a better time. I was wondering if you were looking to sell the property over there on 1511 Attic Street. I'm buying some properties in the area, and I thought yours might make a good addition. So call me back and let me know. Thanks. Bye. Okay. Oh. Have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. Because uh, okay, so I got somebody claiming. I'm not even sure if that's a real person, but okay. Somebody's claiming that they want to sell me their house, but no address, and the name sounds a little made up. So there's that. Maybe it's a real person. I don't know. But see, here's the thing. Even if it is, I mean, if you give me some fake address, the software that I'm using, I just put it into that, put the address in there, and it'll tell me who owns it. Literally, it will tell me who owns that property. So I ain't worried about that. And there's nothing more about people and asking if they want to sell their house. Hey, is this Earl? Awesome. This is Nick. So the reason for my call was I'm buying a few properties in the area, and it's sorry, man. Hello. Okay. Oh well. Uh, I guess Earl's gotten probably quite a few calls about his property. So oh well. On to the next one. On to the next one. Let's see. I'd like to get at least through at least 100 at the moment. I can't really tell how many I've called so far, though. That's the one. Okay, we're gonna call Elizabeth. See if she wants to sell us her house. I think tomorrow I'll do some calling realtors. I'm trying to do the subject to stuff, or not the subject to, but someone mentioned. Hey, is this Elizabeth? Awesome. My name is Nick, and I was wondering if you were possibly thinking about selling your property over there on 2372 Greenway Ave. Oh, okay, okay. You know, any properties at all? Okay. Um, um, are you thinking about maybe selling them eventually? No. Okay. Okay. Well, thanks for your time, and you have a great weekend. Okay. She's getting a lot of calls, probably. Because the thing of it is you're looking for tired landlords. Shoot, I'm trying to answer that. Damn it. Missed it. Okay. Paste. Was she trying to call back or something? I don't know. Okay. Just a second. I gotta delete all these little what the fuck was that? So I see somebody already has my number over here. Just a second. I don't know. I'm gonna say no, it's spam. Okay, that one actually is spam, so we're gonna figure that one out. Was it coming to this one? I don't know. Shoot. Okay, I'll contact with that one. Okay. Copy. Paste. Okay. Oh, she's busy. Um, hmm. I'm getting tired and hungry. I need to eat something pretty soon. Should have ate earlier. I was excited about cold calling. Anyway. Another one who likes to answer the phone and not say anything. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, I will call the next one. Hey, Patricia, this is Nick. I was wondering if you were thinking about selling the property over there on 862 West 12th Street. Give me a call back. Thank you. Bye. Boy. No, it is not a binding contract. I don't know where you got that idea. That's never like someone says yes, that is a binding contract. Okay, come on, dude. So I realize that it's a lot of big numbers. I haven't actually gotten a yes. I've gotten a couple of yeses, but they fell through. Um, Usually it's because a seller didn't disclose something that they should have. Um, like you can say, like you can have a contract signed, and if you have somebody walk the property and that doesn't pass inspection, you sit there and walk the property, and you see the seller says that the heater, the water heater or whatever is like new and it's only a year old, and you go in there and it's like obviously 10, and it's not working right, or if the foundation's cracked, or usually what breaks deals is there's something wrong with the property that was not disclosed prior, and so that's going to throw it out. I don't think anybody honors verbal contracts, especially when something um, like a house. Like, I'm not playing the game with you, dude. I'm not playing the game. I'm sorry. If I can get the contacts to show up here. Okay. So, like, you're trying to tell me that if I make a verbal contract with you, that I will sell you this water bottle for a quarter if you mail me a quarter, and then if you mail me a quarter, I'm in breach of contract. Where was the signed document? I'm it's just, come on, dude, come on. Like, anyway, people trying to bait me into arguments. Hey, Clara, my name's Nick. I had a question about your house over there on 605 Eldora Street. Everything okay? Thanks. Let's see if that gets her to fucking answer. Please stay on the line. Okay. Hey, Clara, I was wondering if you were looking to maybe sell that property over there on 605 Eldora Street. Uh, if so, let me know. Thanks. Bye. Uh, oh my gosh. And after I get done with this today, I've got another good probably half hour, and then I got other stuff I got to do. But and I probably should have started earlier, to be honest, dude. I That's not how it works. I I'd love to know where you got your law degree because I've never heard of I get it used to be that way to a certain degree where, a man's word with his bond and it's like anyway. Okay, what am I doing? Come on, pull up the contacts. What are you doing? We will be calling Charles. Charles, good sir. Charles, good sir, are you planning on selling your property? The one with the rose bushes lining the pool. That one is not working for some reason. Hmm. Hey Charles, this is Nick. I was buying a couple of properties around town, and I was just kind of wondering. I saw yours over there on 1121 Thurman Street, and I was wondering if you're thinking about selling that one. If so, give me a call back and have an amazing weekend. Bye. That was probably way too fast. He's not going to understand a goddamn thing I just said. Anyway, darn it. Uh, well, I'm not sure how many calls I've been making. I just been dialing. That's all I've been doing is dialing and dialing and dialing and dialing and dialing. And um, there's probably a way I could figure out how many I called today, but I'm focused on dialing today, and I'm gonna keep dialing. And then I've got errands to run in a bit, and then after I get home, I'm gonna keep dialing. And tomorrow I might actually call realtors, which is a whole lot more fun. Oh, good lord. Anyway. But it is about consistency. It's just about consistency. And I have not been consistent. This is the first time that I've cold called this week, to be honest. And people actually call like day. Ramona, answer the phone. Hey, Ramona, this is Nick. So, basically, I was wondering, you're a property over there on 1527 Northeast 21st. You get about on that? No. You have any other properties that you might be looking to sell? Okay. Well, thanks for your time and you have a great weekend. Okay. I am going to be interested to find out what ChatGPT says about my call rate and all that because I'm like, because I could sit there and I could be all negative and be like, oh no, answer their phone to talk and they've all been mean and blah blah blah, and it's like, well, no, that's they haven't all been mean. I've actually had you know I've actually connected with quite a few really decent, good people. There's only been a couple that have been like, um, just awful. So we're gonna call this one. I need some deals. I need some assignment fees. What the heck? Did it not go through? Nope. Okay. I need to get some assignment fees. I need to get, what the fuck? I'm not trying to connect to Google. What the fuck are you doing? You stupid computer. I am not trying to connect. Oh, now I have to. Okay. Okay, I gotta friggin'. I don't know why it was doing that. Okay. Now it's doing has photos. Come on. How do okay. Just a second. Because I think what's happening is I'm accidentally hitting like the number, and then it's trying to connect to Google, and then it fucks it up so that I have to like mess with this nonsense. Business. Yeah, that's a business. I'm still gonna call it. I'm just like, I again, you probably need to go eat something. Hey, is this Kenneth? Awesome. This is Nick. So I was basically wondering, that property over there on 1448 Douglas Street. Are you looking to sell that anytime soon? Okay. Well, thanks for your time. Take care. I guess some of these people got people calling them and not being very nice. How long's this video been? About 2 hours. It's not really warm calling. It's called cold calling. And I'm gonna call one more, and then I need to go fucking eat something because I am starting to stomach's growling, and I'm starting to lose patience. Not good. Hey, is this Jordan? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Bye. Whatever. I'm just like, Um, so I think 2 hours of calling. No, it's not prank calling, dude. You're literally asking if you can purchase their house. There's plenty of people doing wholesaling. Plenty of people. Well, no, uh, I'm starting to fade. Like just like not. Like I need to go eat something soon. Because if I don't, I'm going to be cranky. Gonna start getting crankier, and I do not want to. Because I completely spaced out, and then somebody, said their voicemail, said the whole friggin' number, which that's not, you know. Hey, Shirley, this is Nick. So I'm buying a few properties in the area, and I was thinking maybe that property over there on 2509 Gilmer Ave would make a good addition. So if you're thinking about selling that one, please go ahead and give me a call, and have a great weekend. Bye. Okay, I am tired. I need to go eat something because this is ridiculous. I am like fading fast, and I can do more today, and I'm gonna go ahead and upload this one. So, thanks for coming, and hope you've all enjoyed this. I will be doing it again tomorrow. I'm gonna basically be trying to call 2 hours every day.